Oh, look at that. Oh, looks like grape juice.
Yeah. Like right after Halloween, too.
Yeah, are you gonna slap a little vodka in there just to make sure? Guys, we're all here today. JF has invited us here. We're gonna have a little helmet painting symposium class, whatever you want to call it. It's gonna be pretty cool. Everybody's brought their own helmets. JF, of course, was here last night cheating. Because it's not a contest, but JF wants to win.
Awesome.
It's against you, for sure.
No, it's against Blair.
Awesome, awesome.
Here's JF's helmet. He's already got a bunch of work done to it. He's going to spray it, unmask it. Mine we're starting. This is mine, it's actually Connor's. This is just the base. We've got it painted silver. Then we're going to pick out some funky colors, do lace treatment.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Exciting.
What's Blair doing? Anyway, let's go see what Blair's up to. So Blair, you decided to go with basic flat black. Is that
Well, I was kind of thinking, this is the back of the bike.
Oh, with the lightning?
Yeah, because, but I can't do that.
Where's the... Hey, Blair needs you to airbrush some lightning bolts on the back of his helmet. I'm not shy. Here, show him. Show him what you can do. Blair, don't show him. This guy's so talented, he could probably do it in 30 seconds.
Airbrushing some lightning shouldn't be too bad.
Just show him. Blair, just show him. All he can say is no. Right? It's not like we gotta pay him.
Okay, it's not hard. It's not. There's some neat stuff you can do if you put a blob of paint down. So you put paint on the helmet, then you just take the air, air blower, and you, and it creates like a
Jag.
Yeah, like a lightning bolt effect.
He can do it in 30
But
seconds.
try it before you don't do it on the helmet. Like practice on something else.
No, we want you to do it.
So when we get started, we'll go through this with kind of the whole class because it's kind of a neat thing. It'll show the wood grain showing through.
Oh, great.
So
Yes.
you know,
Cool.
the key thing is we were doing something a little unique.
Saw the stuff on the table and I figured that it was you.
No, that's the matrix. That's the matrix line.
Just the paint sealant.
Oh, okay.
This stuff. So, when did you guys come up with this stuff? This stuff's cool.
Yeah, this we've had for about 25 years.
Really?
20 years. This is actually a modified rice paper with a repositionable acrylic adhesive with high UV probabilities, and this was the very first. One of the very first tapes ever actually recommended and authorized by a major paint manufacturer is the very first 2-tone waterborne paint.
So basically, if you're doing like a flame job or something, you tack it out. You lay this down on the helmet. We need something with a line on it. Here. There you go. See, so let's say you're gonna mask off this helmet. You guys make it in different widths.
Yeah, we make it
right. So basically, you lay it over, and you can see through it. So basically, if he was going to paint this color and this color, you'd mask it all. Then you take a razor blade,
and cut
this
that out.
off, and then you can see it.
That's actually
it
so
is.
sick.
Like I said, I saw that, and me and Blair. I mean, it's amazing. It's been around that long, and Blair's never seen it.
Yeah.
Blair, what do you do? Hide out in your shop and hide out?
I did, I never leave.
Yeah. No, it's one of those things.
Yeah, it was just like I said, we
That's
just never
amazing.
seen it, especially for doing flames and
it's
then.
also it's
Yeah.
also another thing about it is it's completely repositionable, right? So you can
So most
You can stick and
most
unstick
tape
it to itself.
once it sticks together, you throw it away. This stuff
you can do that 100 times. We can do a clinic, give people 2-inch tape, and they can do this a whole 8 hours, 10 hours.
But it still sticks.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
and it's not you're just not throwing it away because
Yeah.
once you normally most of that masking tape you touch it to itself. And
Yeah, it's gone.
Oh
that's it,
gosh.
it's gone. So,
Everything,
So it's
yeah.
actually, even though it's way more expensive to buy it first, it's cost effective in the long run.
Big time.
It's
God,
better.
you should be paying me for this
There
stuff.
you
You
go.
know, I'm working on
You know
it.
what? We'll put it on Mike's budget.
Hey, Mike's budget's pretty good. I hear.
That budget's like.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and this.
Yeah.
Oh, this.
And they bring it in 12, up to 12?
Yeah, 12. Yeah.
This
12,
is so
7,
cool.
yeah.
So instead of having your huge cart with all your different things that
Walk-
things of masking paper, and then you've got to pull out the paper and hope the tape sticks and hope it lines up. This stuff, you just pull it out, you cut it off, you mask off your area like this. You open your paper up.
Oh, whoa.
Wham,
That's
bam,
sick.
thank you, ma'am.
That's sick. This is a product show off day, hey?
And this stuff's rated for
guess so.
200 degrees.
Yes.
Right, so it's a lot of high-end paint booths. They bake the paint.
Okay,
So this
yeah.
is not going to lose its stickiness.
That's nice.
Mike.
It's pretty amazing stuff.
This is
Okay.
going to be the first one we're going to
Okay, what are we going to mask off here? With this beautiful FBS paper.
Yeah. Product testing.
Hey, I'm good. Okay, what do you want masked?
I'll take this off.
Yeah. Oh, are we going to use the cut stuff or just the paper?
You just use the paper.
Okay.
So notice here I'm pulling this at like a 180 degree angle.
That's so
So I don't
he doesn't
start
peel
pulling
this
it off. Yeah. But you notice this sticks good, but it doesn't activate towards it.
To activate means it'll bond with this, so when you're pulling the one off, it'll rip that off. So this stuff doesn't do that.
So what I want you to do with this
Yeah.
is go halfway through, and we're gonna do this section here. So you're gonna go halfway through here.
You're laying a lot of responsibility on me here, Mike. And halfway through this one, so just to the end here.
Yes, halfway through here, halfway through here.
Okay.
So we're gonna be spraying
Just this.
that section.
Okay, so from here. Okay.
It's the Mike and Ike's. That precision handwork, man. You got that.
But this is just cool stuff.
You guys better be getting sponsors for this today, hey?
We're working on it. The thing is, so you have these and then you just buy the rolls.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
So you plug them in, right?
No, that's sick.
It is sick.
Oh, yeah. Most beautiful
Mike, okay,
stuff.
hang on, okay, so,
Yeah, you're good there.
and then up here too?
Halfway through here.
Okay.
Halfway through all this blue coat.
Okay, so basically this is getting painted. Okay, got it. I'll ask you again in 30 seconds.
Well, better to ask now than later.
Yeah, short little span of attention.
Very true. What's this?
That's just something else he was doing there.
Don't need that. Whose part is this? Is this yours?
Well, no, this is Mike's. He's just like this is just a demo, so you can see some of the
Absolutely.
effects you can do, right?
Absolutely.
Anyway, it's pretty cool stuff.
This is really, yeah, this product is really useful.
Yeah. Okay, and then okay. I should have a knife here, but I don't.
Today is the absolute paint day. Oh, here, you need a knife?
There we go. Nope, I got one. Okay. Oh, screwed that up. Gotta take the tape in first. I gotta get rid of this. I knew another Before you lay it right out on there and then you rip it. Like it just keeps getting better. And I've only been using it for 12 seconds. Just thinking you actually knew what the you're doing.
That just goes to show you they need to use it for about 5 before you know what it's at.
Like that is just wild. That you can I mean, basically, you made putting the paper on just like putting tape on.
That's right, big time.
Right? So the paper is just a fringe benefit.
That's what it is.
Yes. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And what's the point of the tape?
Well, the tape is just so basically the
Or
tape.
what's the point of the paper, sorry?
Well, the paper is so he's going to spray this. So we don't want anything else getting sprayed, right? So you got to hide it. So basically, you're masking everything off.
Yeah.
So he can paint that without painting anything else.
Beautiful.
See, I should have gone a couple inches further. I was not thinking. That's okay. I got the technology here. You can ask anyone. Masking is also an art, right? Masking is like there's good. Masking is an art. Hey, Mike, am I doing both sides or just the one side?
We'll do the, let's see. Yeah, you can do both sides. So sometimes what I do is, rather than
Like lately?
cut this or whatever, you can flip it.
You can't fold it, then just use camera tape.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
It doesn't, one thing with this is it doesn't have to be pretty. So some guys are real diligent on making sure there's no wrinkles or whatever. That's important. But what is important is no overspray gets in. So you hold that for me.
I'm going to put it back a bit
yeah.
just to give you a little more area.
That's correct.
Okay.
So what I do is I stick it on there. And I push.
Yeah. Make sure it's sealed. Okay. I can be taught, Mike.
So I'm going to use this tape because with these stripes here,
Yeah.
it has a lot less chance of pulling it off.
Okay. Okay.
So what I do now is just make sure in this area is we don't want any like little pockets where the overspray can go in.
Okay.
Okay, so right here looks good. Right here.
So we can just, yeah.
Old dog with new tricks or new dog with old tricks, huh?
This guy. And then these corners here, you can just
Go around them.
Yeah.
Okay, so where do you want it to end? So you don't want this?
Oh, you're
painted?
good. Yeah, you're good. Let's
Here,
just
here,
get this
we'll
guy
just put a
down.
piece of tape.
And then this is ready for when we're going to be doing these. I'll show you. We're going to panel them in with. This is going to be actually old school.
Like basically, in order to get this, you
Yes.
got to do that. So
Yeah.
So that's all tape.
That's all tape.
Right.
Oh, okay, all those lines.
All these lines, everything. And if you want to get to the paint, you got to lay the tape. So basically, this is all one graphic. Half of it's paint and half of it's tape.
Tape. That still blows my mind.
Now that you're pro with masking tape,
Yeah.
get to work.
Well, what am I masking?
I don't get him to help you always. The big thing in it, and I think Dan will tell you, is the initial layout. So if you can lay out some stripes to turn it into sections. like
Well,
Yeah,
boxes,
section it out for sure. Yeah.
Well, how about the silk screen across the top there? What do you think? Down here?
I think it'd be better if it was split, and then you could use this as like a half section. You know what I mean? So if you split the helmet down the center,
Yeah.
then you have the center line to work off of. So then anything you create on the left and right, you can create the symmetry on both sides. So you can mirror it on both sides.
Well,
Unless
why-
you want to go asymmetrical, and then
Yeah.
you could do one this
Well, the
way.
thing is, I was just thinking, I mean, basically, if I wanted to do like that, like this,
You're not going to verify comment, are you? Why not? That's hard.
right?
Right.
So
So
I
I
was
would
just thinking if I could do it from here down. So now
See
we-
how this lays here.
Yeah.
Because the weight sometimes.
It's double, yeah.
Yeah, this
That could lay. Do you have any 77? Was that Super
Rapid Tack?
77?
Yeah,
You just
no.
put a light bit
Yeah.
of adhesive on it, and then you stick it, boom, you pull it back off.
What do you think?
So-
Right, so that would just come basically
Right.
here and then down here. I don't know. I have zero artistic talent.
So here's a piece of advice.
Okay,
You have all the artistic talent. You created that design, did you not?
So if you
okay.
if you split this thing down the center, let's just say, for example, I don't know where the center is. You got to put it down.
Hang on, wait a sec. So that means I gotta eyeball it. Okay, let's say right there.
So if you
Okay.
split this thing down the center,
You done this before?
once or twice. So if you split that thing, now whatever you do, let's find a place
Here,
to sit
here,
this
here.
down.
We'll move this back over the other booth here, okay? Okay? Okay, my eyes aren't with old wine. Sucks to get old, but it's good to make it.
Mask, spray this, mask this, I guess.
So what's it cost to have you paint my eyes?
You don't want to know. It's pretty expensive.
It's like me when I'm blowing up.
So the benefit of this now is, no matter what you want to do, if you wanted to run, if you wanted to run anything off of this, you can now continue to run whatever shapes you want.
I
Right?
tell you what I'm gonna do, just keep going, we're filming. Don't stop, don't stop, you're on a roll, big
So,
guy.
so now if you wanted to, you could block certain things out, right? Tape them out with that gold tape to keep them taped
So basically,
off.
it's
And
a-
then whatever you want with that design, you could run that design into bigger areas.
I actually just like the idea of just doing that, because I mean, the colors I picked is this silver, and then a tequila gold based on the silver, and a pink, like a Hemi, like a Mopar pink, metallic based on the silver.
Right.
So basically, why don't you just lay on a couple more of those both sides and I'll mask it.
No, how about I put you on one side?
Okay, I duplicated, we have an issue. Houston, we have a problem.
One side will be abstract, one side will be really nice.
One side will be good, one side will suck.
Abstract.
Oh, he's grabbing the knife, he's gonna cut his wrists already.
Bro, those turns, you've done that a couple of times, eh?
Once or twice.
So do you use the tape when you're doing your tatties and then you just spread?
I do. See, so for example, the idea behind graphics is to use a center line.
Yeah,
Ideally, the easiest way to start graphics is
Yeah.
to run a center line. Because then anything you run a left and a right, you
Mirror
can
image.
duplicate it. So you can go one pattern, match pattern.
Yep.
Two patterns, match pattern. Then what you want to use on top of that is the natural body lines to whatever it is that you're painting. That tells you what the style of the paint job is going to be. Because the design of what you're painting never goes wrong, right? People like whatever they're buying because of the design that's in it.
Yeah.
These stampings, if it's a car, the body lines,
Lines, yeah.
shape. A car, you never decide what to dress a car, whereas the car tells you what it wants you
yes,
to buy.
yes,
You know,
yeah.
So that's the same idea. So it's the same idea with paint. So essentially,
So now I can mask this off, cut them down the centers after, and then.
Exactly.
So if we do pink, gold,
Yeah, you could do all of that, and then you could, and then because this is a separate graphic here, you could actually come back afterwards. You could highlight the edges of this, so it's just a bit shadow, and then if you wanted to cut this line out, you could literally come back after, pop these graphics off, and highlight this line, or you could pull this line and chop it out. So it just depends on what you want to do.
because right now these lines are gonna be silver.
Right.
You
Those
peel
lines
paint
will
off.
be silver.
Yeah, so there's your outline right now.
Yeah, or you can do an old school technique, which we it's like puzzle painting. So what we would do then is you would actually paint this graphic, chop it out, and then you would use this line as the next line, and you would paint the inside of that line. It takes a lot more time,
Yeah.
but then you don't have any contrasting different colors.
Okay.
You're matching colors.
Color without, okay.
Right.
So
And
so
a lot
there'd
of
be
people
no
do that.
silver.
Yeah, and a lot of people do that if they're pinstriping all of their graphics.
Yeah.
Or if they just want this silver base to look like it's the contrasting color, they'll leave that. So, and that's where you gotta, like, because this line touches this line, that's where.
Yeah, there's an extra one there, and I'll get
you
some
might want to come back here and keep this little section. So it looks like it's in the shadow.
Yeah.
This line comes out. So they're not all connected as a continuous line. They look like one line actually goes underneath the next. Yeah.
Okay, that's a lot of technology there.
Just like blowing.
That's what it is.
Yeah, okay, well, so when I blow it up, I just see one big rock and then it's a million little rocks. It's not.
So if that's something that you like,
Yes.
then I would just mimic this on the other side and then just come up and straighten out your lines a little bit.
Yeah,
This is just
and
a
then
quick
just
example.
run these right down to the
You
end.
can run them right down. You could run them down to here and then run them out and create a, like, see how this line comes down?
So this could be where the Canadian maple leaf goes.
100%
Right?
could be.
Yeah.
So you
I think he wants you to show him.
come down and run all your lines to, like, so that they all come down and they run into each other.
Oh, like
And then run a border around it and then put them around.
And then they
Okay.
go, it's easy peasy.
Right?
easy peasy. Okay.
It's ABCs 1, 2, 3. That's how easy it is.
You see how sharp those corners are? That's easy peasy for you.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. Anyway, well, we're just gonna. Oh, why didn't you just run them right down, all the way down, and then I don't have to. See, you set a trap.
So what you can do is you could also just come up and just
Or stop these here and there.
just stop them like, you know, and just continue the line nice and clean. Cause see how it's stretched there.
Yeah.
So you might want to just come and continue the line.
You've done this twice, I can tell.
Yeah. So when you cut tape,
Yeah.
it's better to pull up and pull out.
Yep.
So there you're set, right? You don't want to cut in. You just want to press it there.
And then pull and let the sharpness of the blade do the
Yes,
work.
sir.
Okay. So you're not changing
Right.
the width of the tape.
And so there's not continuous tension here, right? So the reason you want it when you pull this up, hold on here,
Continuous tension.
right? So when this is laid in, when you get to a body line like this, you actually want to relax
Relax
it,
it.
push it into place,
And then keep
continue
going.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay. What could go wrong?
all right, you ready to start rapping or what?
sorry, one other thing also, once you've laid down your graphic and you're happy with it, press it all into place.
And make
Sure
sure
that you're folding the lines down, because what happens is you need to seal in the edges.
Yep.
So once it's sitting there, you've actually got to. When you pull tape, it actually does this.
Oh, it
so once
goes
you
con-
once you that's
concave.
why you want it to relax. But once it's sitting down, you want to go over all your lines and press
Push.
it into place.
Normally I'd have to pay for that advice, right?
100%.
I think you're about $30 in
They
already.
always say you pay now or you pay
Pay
later,
later.
but eventually you're gonna pay.
You know, if a guy could see, it'd be better to do this with. Hang on. That's just
What are those glasses for?
the fact I'm blind.
I thought those were supposed to help you see.
No, I see better without them, but only when I'm this close. Hang on. Okay, there we go. I'm thinking it's right. We're gonna cut it off here somewhere.
Remember, pull up.
Yeah. hang on.
That's such a cool trick. Never seen that. Well, you look like you've done this a couple of times too. Maybe just a couple, right?
Okay, I've never done this.
Really?
No. But I mean, I've seen a lot of masking.
Because you're pretty precise.
Well, see what he says about the relaxing?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It doesn't have to be exact, but okay. So you cut this off.
A lot better.
Okay.
We got everybody?
Without a doubt.
Oh, this is good. I'm gonna have a pretty good amount of time to mask it. That's okay.
Glad you got that.
I got some on the helmet.
These guys are too used to blowing shit off, and some of them are doing way more complicated jobs. I want like 2 or 3 colors. I think I'll have it masked and correct like everything.
There's nothing to fear but fear itself.
Here's the mine cover.
And a little bit of tape.
Okay. I'm just copying his design because obviously the guy's got some experience with this.
I think that color, it's hard to find that color. I tried mixing it. Well, because you spot some stuff on your truck. I put in the rocker. Yeah. I painted that in my road pan.
That's basically the same.
I'm trying. Relax on the bends, right? Mm-hmm. Push it in.
And if you're not good, it's different, but
So what I want to do now, okay, and then he's coming around. I'm caught. Anyway, I think that's better than what I was going to do.
Bro, you reached for them, so I was like, I had to.
And then we're going to cut it off down here somewhere. Okay.
So quick introduction, Michael Kakura is our coach / entertainer for the day. Probably the best graphics guy that I know by far. Steve's from PBE and he's representing Matrix today, so he's supplying paint. The two of them put it together, and Dan is our favorite masking tape guy. So if you got any questions about masking tape, he's going to show you how that works. So I'm going to let them speak. We got SATA rep here also, in case you want to try some paint guns while we're at it. Just a loose day. We don't actually know what we're doing, so we're just thankful you guys showed up.
Thank you for having us. So this is our first kind of trial run. So you're not the guinea pigs, but you are the guinea pigs. We've got some high-end students here. Some very experienced people down to people that have done, I think, very little graphics. So today, there's no right or wrong. Try and pick something, Teresa, that is within your scope as far as doability. Because what we want to do at the end of the day is have as much done on your helmets that you can take them home. I think most everyone here has a booth that if there's additional clear needed or whatever, they can get them cleared or maybe have connections with a shop or whatever. So we want to get as much possible as we can, so it's something where I don't want 15 hours of graphics that I see the picture and we've got 8 hours to work with it. Everyone got clear on that? As I say, there's no right or wrong. Just grab myself, JF, or any of the other reps. Dan's very experienced on graphics also, and we want to get some nice creativity on this. I'm going to do the coffin tank. Where did we put the coffin tank?
It's over there, right there.
I'll do it kind of step by step. And the reason I'm doing it old school is, you see the tank that I've already done with the flames on the side there? those are both original 1970s, early 70s coffin tanks, which are very sought after, very desirable. So I'll do the step. You don't have to do it, but I want you to see as much techniques today as possible so you go home and say, I actually learned something today. If there's something specific that you want to learn, grab me or Dan or whoever, and we'll try and get through whatever you want. Any questions? Okay, all clear? As far as how far we get on the helmet, some students or some participants already are heavily into it. JF's about 90% finished, so.
We all have something to aspire to.
So, let's just make it a day and have fun, and as I say, it's very open. There's no right or wrong what your helmet is. They can be abstracts or whatever. Basically, don't be scared of doing anything, but try and keep within your capability. Make sense? Okay, good.
Thank you. And I think there's some stencils here, and there's some tricks that are going to make things very, very easy. So maybe what I would add to that is what we're trying to do with Big Mike especially is if we can just make the big piece sort of separate panels, your box is going to work really good for that. And you'll have a separate panel where you can try something artistic with stencils or with lace or with whatever, and then you take another component of the helmet and do it a different way, and maybe you'll go home with 3 or 4 different styles on one piece that looks pretty special when you're done.
How many people have used an airbrush in here? Okay, good. We've also got SATA airbrushes, and if you need something in between an airbrush and a mini jet, has anyone ever used the Grex? The Grex is kind of like a little spray gun, so it's something where if you're going to do some shading with an airbrush, sometimes you know how you get the little choppy edge. This gives you a pattern about like this, so it'll give you a different pattern.
Mike, you've got a SATA version of the same.
Yes.
Yeah, it's here too.
Yeah, the 20.
What's it called?
Deportment.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's SATA has theirs also, their version. Everybody knows what I mean, the flutteriness, if you're doing like a nice shade, you don't want it choppy looking. So as I said, I'll do step by step on that. Even if you're not doing it, it's nice seeing how sometimes there's something that looks difficult, but it's super easy. So if we can save time on it, that's important. If we can charge more to do it, super easy, and it looks difficult, that's a win-win.
As you've made perfectly clear.
Steve,
This isn't a race, right?
No.
Yes, no. I thought I was finished.
Why don't you put your hand up for the airbrush?
So I think we touched on it a little bit. This is an opportunity for us to showcase the new FX Custom series, and that really is an add-on for the mixing system, the solvent mixing system that a lot of shops have. I know a number of you have it. If you don't, you can find Matrix in any city. It's not difficult to find. So the ground coats from these Spandex, the ground coats are all made off the mixing bank. So it's just like spraying regular base coat, but really compact, really versatile. You can do a lot of really cool finishes with it. So I'm looking forward to it. Mike will walk you through a lot of really
And
neat
we'll
stuff.
try to take a lot of these colors and put them in a mixing cup like you see here. If you want to hold that up, Steve.
Yeah, there's a
So
red,
that
a
when
red one
you're
there that we've got red.
ready to
So-
actually apply color to
Yeah.
your design, you'll be able to just sort of hold them up to the light and decide what you like and what's going to work best for you.
Yeah, great. So thanks for having us. Like Mike said, this is our first one. So we'll try to document times, and you know, the next one we do will be a lot smoother. So we appreciate your patience, but it'll be a busy day. You'll have trouble keeping up to Mike. I promise you that.
Well, we're gonna get him to do all the work.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
On the candy base, some are doing graphics. You don't have to do the candies. If you are doing the candies, what you probably want to do is you want to spray your helmet, and most are sprayed now, is one of the ground coat colors, and then do the candy in between your shading and whatever, because like something like JF's now, it's past the point where he's gonna work on putting candy on.
I thought it was just getting that.
So, certain colors underneath won't work with the candy. You know, traditionally, silver's good, gold's good, or any of the ground coats that are on here. Now, when Steve was saying you put it in a carrier, here's a catch-22, and this is one of my points as far as be very careful with candies. Everybody knows candy is basically ink. It's dye. When you get it on your fingers, you can't really get it off. It's super intense. So you can put it in a solvent-borne base coat where it flashes almost instantly, or you can put it in, what I like to put it in is over-reduced clear. So I'll take my normal clear and I'll reduce it out another 1 total part, not 10%, but if I have 2 ounces, I go 4 ounces. And then on cars and spraying candy, I can see more what I've got. It's shiny and it's actually way easier to spray because when it's reduced that little or that much, when you're spraying the car, you can work it and you're not worried about orange peel. All you want to do is when you're spraying a candy job is get the base even, get enough coverage, and achieve the look you want. This is super important on when you're doing helmets and candies, is when you do it and it's suspended in over-reduced clear or whatever, not to spray your coats too thick, because has anyone ever seen candy run and it actually pulls all the base down? That's because it's an ink, and if you get that run, it's impossible to get rid of it. So I've done it before, and what I've done is I've put another stripe on to add lid to cover that up. So what I'm saying is 4 light coats is better than 3 heavy coats. Because as we know on graphics, sometimes you get a real heavy edge. So that's just one of the points that I've got here on screw-ups that you could possibly have. And as the day goes on, I'll go through, I've got about 10 things that have happened to me. And trust me, on certain jobs, once you do it once, you don't do it again, man. So that's important. Okay, yeah?
Well, if you guys don't know me, I'm Dan Fontaine with FPS Distribution. FPS stands for Finding Better Solutions. That's what we do. It's our culture. It's how we go to market. It's how we do all our product procurement and our raw material stuff, as well as innovate to paint. We are truly a paint-related company, and our real goal here at FPS is really to help further the paint process. We know what it's like to be stuck in the booth for 12, 14, 16, even 18 hours, not seeing your family, and our job is to get you home to your families quicker and to have a little fun along the way. If you don't know about our products, I'll be here for most of the day or half the day. Any Q&A stuff that you have, we can talk about. Most important thing while you're laying down your graphics with FPS tape is that little pictogram right there. That is your scale of rigidness. That's the amount of pliability that's put into each liner of your tape, and that's what allows you to do those graphics. Michael Kakura will, of course, send you guys through the whole process of paint application. Myself, I've been custom painting lowriders since 1996. I do a lot of SoCal stuff and a lot of stuff out of country. And one of the benefits of FBS is we get to work with the best painters in the world, and I'm sure that we'll have more arise out of this class. But that's all I got, guys.
That's great.
Man, you're an optimist.
Okay. Any questions?
I was looking at you when I was looking at
I was looking at Mike and he was talking about making mistakes.
And those are 2 you picked?
Yes, Andromeda, yeah, those 2, yeah.
Mike wants a magenta and a green.
Is that what these are?
Yeah, so this one is intense purple, so that we're going to turn into the magenta, and that one is tequila gold. So over a silver ground coat.
These names are so nice.
Yeah, they are. They're really cool. So,
how long have you been doing paint? paint stuff?
Gosh, 40 years.
Oh, okay, cool. So it's your bread.
Yeah.
You like
And passion.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah. That's if you like something, you're not going to be sticking with it for 40. If you don't like something, you're not going to be sticking with it for 40 years. Well, that's awesome, and you're still doing it. So obviously, it's passion stays, right? What projects you got going on for yourself right now?
I've got mostly Camaros. 70,
Mostly
69
Camaros, so you have a few
I
Camaros?
have 3 Camaros.
Oh my goodness.
I'm kind of an El Camino guy. 70 El Camino, so
Brilliant.
I'm car crazy.
Brilliant. Oh, that looks...
Yeah, that's going to be...
That's nice. The tequila
Yeah.
gold, you said?
Yeah. So this is our clear carrier base, and I don't have a mixing lid, so I'm just going to primitively...
What is that stuff made out of?
Resin.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, resin, and there'll be some solvent in there. So we're going to zero the scale. If I did this left-handed, you might be able to see. We're going to do about roughly 10% of the dye. And this is pretty spilly. So I'm going to try to pour it into a lid and pour it out of here. There we go.
How's it going?
Good, you?
Good, we're getting it going.
Mixing up some paint?
Oh yeah, that's the beautiful part.
And you can see how transparent it is. So with the silver ground coat underneath, that's what'll give you that reflection, the depth.
Yeah, the green, or
Yeah.
the. It's crazy how yellow it is, but how green it turns out.
Yeah.
It's like paintball paint.
Yeah. Yeah. This one down.
What is that one?
That's a reducer. Thins it out, makes it a little easier to spray. I don't know if you can get an image of that.
Yeah, that's so sick.
Yeah.
Like you can see on like the outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll write Mike's name on here.
Because we're promoting some woodworking now, so I want to keep the one at woodworking and then
That stuff looks so weird.
Yeah, it's a little primitive. Normally you have a mixing lid, like what's on that mixing bank.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah,
The
just to,
primitive cup, but like
Yeah, we're just making do.
the big vat of
Yeah. This will
resin.
be chaos today because everybody will want colors all at once. So the sooner I can get ahead of it, the better.
Better for us, so that we can get the content, so we don't have to wait.
There we go. That one.
So if you left this out, would this just become a big brick?
It would solidify over time.
But it wouldn't
It
become.
won't get hard that quick. Typically products, in order for them to get hard, they have to have a activator in them.
Okay. So instead of
like
just
a catalyst.
Yeah.
So
so it would kind of like be brittle.
yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't actually be a good thing to put a hamburger in to
No.
to encase in
No,
resin.
so when we get to the clear coat, which will be the final step,
Yeah.
that'll have an activator in it.
Oh,
and you'll
okay,
spray it, and within 30 minutes you'll be able to touch it.
And it'll be hard.
A couple hours later it'll be hard.
Oh, cool.
So You know, similar finish to what your car outside would have.
Yeah. Kind of like sugar, the way sugar.
A little bit, yeah. It's just a chemical process.
Yeah. In the way that it hardens, I guess. Yeah, that stuff is purple.
There we go.
Yeah. That's gonna look so good.
Yeah, so it looks quite purple here, but over that silver ground coat, it'll look magenta. Mm-hmm. So that's what Mike needs.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty.
I don't know. Nice.
So what I do here, Mike, sometimes is, now that you've got that on, I'll let this come up. I take the tension. Let's toast this.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to cut it off to make it simpler, right?
Yeah.
Right, then I gotta redo that one.
Let's maybe follow this line.
That makes better sound. Okay.
We've got a perfect line there.
Okay.
Let's wait for, see, that's going to be a good area to join it. You want it when you're doing the overlap, so then rest. See, no tension.
Yeah.
So then we'll continue on here and
Welcome to the
just
spot.
make sure. Sometimes what I'll do, because the distance between here, this is too thick, but I'll take 3/4 and I'll put these all around so that you kind of get the right distance, or you can eyeball it.
I was just gonna.
Okay.
You're in the spot. Look at that detail, my guy.
So what I usually do with these helmets,
That's gonna be so awesome. A little bit late to the get-go.
A bit late, but you know what? I think we'll make up for the time.
Oh, you're speed running it, man. Look at your pants. Oh my god. I didn't even realize that your helmet was like the military style.
yeah, it's World War II German.
That's amazing. It is, yeah. As soon as you flipped it this way, I could see the front and the back and the dip.
Back in the 70s, 60s, and 70s, they used to wear these more like after World War II motorcycle helmets and stuff. Okay, so this is painted already?
So this will be all black underneath.
Okay.
So now I'm going to reverse mask this and we'll paint this gold.
Okay.
Then I'm going to scratch the three-dimensionalness.
Right.
I'm just going to scratch it through the gold.
So you're going to need, I will say, very, very little paint.
Yeah. Just
And the good thing is for adhesion is base on base is soluble, meaning they go like this, so adhesion should be good.
So now I'm going to mask everything else off so we can lay the gold into here next.
So when you're ready, this is what you should, once you've got this done, is just put this and then you can cut that out
Right over it. Yeah.
And always pull this
Yeah. So
on a
it doesn't-
180.
Yeah, right back on itself so it doesn't peel this off. Yeah. Cool.
So I guess they had a lot of the helmets left over.
Yeah, well, a lot of it was just melted down for scrap metal, but they made these out of fiberglass way back in the day.
Oh, cool.
Surfer, there used to be a website, not a website, but a place where you'd buy Surfer Jerry's or Surfer Bob's, and guys just wore these as a hat back in the day.
Really? Not even as a helmet?
Yeah, they were German helmet
But they
duplicate.
were, just a fiberglass.
Interesting. Wow.
Because it was so popular, like Snoopy versus the Red Baron.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know,
Yeah, so it was like a statement.
Anti-government.
Yeah. Anarchist type.
Screw the government kind
Yeah.
of thing, right? So
Interesting. Well, they definitely kept their style.
Okay. So Mike. Okay. I don't care if it's exact or not. So anyway. Okay.
so now you're going to mask this with the hand masker that we did from here down.
Okay, because this is gonna be the lace treatment after.
Yeah.
So then we're gonna go pink, gold, then the pink will come all the way around. So that'll be pink, gold, pink, gold, pink. Yes?
Now, grab your piece of lace. Remember we said the convex?
What do you need?
Well, let's just make sure this is all feasible. So you want this all lace?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I don't know, Mike, if it's possible.
one?
Well, we're gonna do this one together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
So here's going to be a toughie.
Yeah. But what if we put the bigger part of it there, and then there's not as much detail? What do you think?
Well, we could fog it out to here.
Yeah, okay. Or we could stop it right where it gets difficult.
The other
Right.
compromise on this
There it is, right there, in front of us.
this area here, we're all convex.
Yeah.
And it's a very visual point is,
So why don't I mask this off, and we do the pink to here, and then we just do this around the backside?
yeah, we do this and we'll fog out because that gives us enough content. And then we can do the other side similar.
So
Yeah.
I'll just like mask.
Yes. So see here, we'll push that. That's just because you've got like some tension there.
Yeah.
So what you might want to do on this side, cut this here. You're fine being like you're to a 90-degree angle.
Oh, okay.
That doesn't have the tension. But the problem is this is in an inverted area, so it wants to peel off.
Play him off. See, I wasn't
Yeah.
looking where
Yeah.
Dan did it, or
Yeah.
I would have copied him better.
Yeah. So that's probably the reason he did that,
Yes.
because now you've got.
'Cause
no
he
tension.
knows better.
Yeah. So we've got the lace here.
Yep.
We've got the lace here, and we can fog this area out, and that gives us quite a bit. And then we're going to do something. I'm going to show you some tricks to do in this bottom section.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay, so what do I...
this is going to be lace.
So I've got to mask this off up here,
Well,
or what?
remember you were doing, what colors did you want these?
Okay, well, I want to start with the pink, the gold, and then the pink.
Okay, so you're gonna mask it. You wouldn't use normal, fully to the outside, because you can change the silver to the gold, and then you're only masking once, right? You're doing two colors, right?
Yeah, two.
Okay, so mask
So it was
where
gonna be-
you're gonna put the stripe. So mask from here to here.
Okay, it's going to start out, this is going to be pink, this is going to be gold, this is going to be pink,
Okay.
that was going to be gold.
So mask from here around. See?
Yeah,
Mask around there. And correct this, and then we're gonna do your first color.
that's just a little bit dangerous. Okay.
It is 9:13. What was the problem?
Reaction to the paint with the coating that was already on there. I think it was a single part coating,
Yeah.
and then I put like a base coat on, and it just
Is this a hockey helmet?
no, it's a snowboard head.
Need some primer and some sand.
That's what I like to see. I saw it and I was like cold. I don't know why I saw it. I was like, this is used for cold.
It does have vents in
Yeah.
it, but I don't know how
Well, you're gonna be
how active they're going to be.
after this.
Unless he wants the lace in here, but I don't think you'll get much definition.
I'm trying to make it as convex.
I got you.
Is this
No,
one?
because where he wanted it before was in here. And
Oh, yes.
And then we were just
plug
going to do it here where it's
Right.
easy, because
Yes.
it'll be convex.
Oh, so it'll sit nice.
Yes,
we learned that concave and convex last night.
yes.
You're looking like Mike with the tape in your mouth now too.
It's a bad habit. eating tape. So this is what we maybe want to do, Mike. This follows this line. Just kind of come up here like this, and there you go. So now you're going to go like around here.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, thanks, Mike.
Oh my goodness.
See, this side is different, eh?
Oh my goodness, man.
So this is
Like absolutely beautiful.
so I'm self-taught.
Really?
I started painting my friend's Can-Am helmets. Can-Am's a vintage motorcycle.
I know. I'm familiar with
This is
Can-Ams.
the book I got like in 1973.
Oh my goodness.
So this is basically what I learned off of. This is the cool
This is your
stuff.
rule book.
This is it. This is what I learned from.
Oh my goodness.
If you want to thumb through this, it's got all the neat stuff.
I do. Well, I mean, I'm filming through it right now. Like, I'll be able to slow this video down later.
It's just too cool.
You know, things like this teach you how to do things that things nowadays they try to pigeonhole. They try to gatekeep so that you can't do it yourself and you pay somebody to do it. But this is look at
all
that.
coming back.
Oh my goodness. So all you needed was this book to be able to
That's what I
create this.
started. Like you can see how old this is. It's disintegrated.
Yeah.
The binding fell off. So
when was it published?
I think 1972.
Oh my goodness, should say. 1973.
Yeah.
What the hell?
You weren't even a thought.
No. Maybe I was a thought, but I wasn't. None of it. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
That's how it all started. But I kept it just for fun because
memories.
this is my teaching manual.
You give it to somebody to. And you did this one too?
Yeah, that's wall art.
Yeah, absolutely. I would.
So this was a Matchbox car. I filled in the wheel wells.
Oh,
And
that's
painted a
so
hologram to make it look
sick.
like it's a spaceship.
Yeah, that's so sick.
It's that concept Chrysler car.
Yeah. Yeah.
Atlantic or something, I think it's called.
The old one. Yeah.
Like in the 90s.
That tank is so beautiful.
What?
The tank that he painted, so rad. Oh my gosh. You and the tape, bro.
Okay, take that.
You're having a vendetta against the tape.
The proof is in the pudding.
Yeah. The proof is in the.
How can you eat your pudding if you don't eat your meat? No pressure. No pressure. Yeah. What do you mean you're not ready yet?
You started him, man.
Hey, it's not bad.
You started him on a crazy, yeah.
See, this is the problem. Now where it starts, who knows where it's gonna end?
That's exactly it. That's exactly
It's
it.
gonna end when you bring me a big box of this stuff.
We'll put it on Mike's budget.
Yes, put it on my. I think we put it on your budget. See the beauty of this? Then you're very careful. You cut on the tape, right?
Oh, and it can handle it too?
Yeah. Well, that way you don't scar your
Absolutely.
paint.
Yeah.
So that's the whole thing. So then basically after when we paint it all pink, then we're gonna mask it off, and then you paint the one color, then you run your razor blade, peel the tape off, and then you do
your second.
Yeah. I think that's how it works.
Look at that on the front, eh? That's so cool. What is that?
Pardon?
What pattern is that?
This?
Yeah.
It's this is owl. This is an owl, right? An owl.
Oh, okay, sick.
And then this is a leopard.
Leopard. Okay, that's what it is.
So my animal instinct is gonna come out of this.
Absolutely. I can feel that with the gold too.
Actually, the reason I have an owl on the front is because my race car has Hooters on it.
What are you guys doing? You're working on helmet. What is this? Side. Oh, sick. Different style, huh?
Motorcycle side panels.
Yours has got a little bit of depth in the helmet too.
Yeah, it's like a metal flake resin helmet.
Yeah, that's gonna look really cool.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. For what kind of bike?
I have a Suzuki Intruder.
Yeah, that's gonna look dope.
And have you got yours ready? Yeah.
You got anything happening?
Oh, there's stuff happening.
Oh, there we go. We're getting some gold. You're doing the gold now? Are you doing gold as well?
Yeah, just save some time on.
I mean, might as well have some gold diamonds.
Spray whatever other people are spraying.
So what's RF?
Rat Fig.
Rat Fig.
He was the old 60s, 70s monster car
Oh,
artist. He built custom cars. He built like all those fiberglass shaped old show cars with like the bubble roof and the 2 engines.
Okay.
He drew the monster. That green rat with the big belly.
I don't know why I pictured that as soon as I saw RF. Yeah.
RF, the
Yeah.
V right on the belly.
Like with the big nose?
Yeah.
Okay, then I.
RF on the belly. Of the rat.
Okay, then that's why that looks familiar.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
sick.
Exactly. That's why a lot of people are like, oh, what is that?
Yeah, because it sticks in our head,
Yeah.
but we don't know what it's from.
It's pop culture kind of.
What are you trying to do?
Okay, it's gonna go pink, gold, and this is all.
Okay, so you don't need to mask anything off. First thing you go do is spray the paint, and then we'll cover up the paint with that.
I always try that just to
Okay,
You
but
don't need any more silver, right?
no.
Okay, so perfect. So let's just
Why? But
spray some color on
okay.
it.
Oh, you mean, and then we're just gonna. And then
So say you want this pink.
yeah, well, I wanted. Okay, it's gonna go pink, gold, then this whole area is gonna go pink, and then we're gonna do the lace after.
Perfect. So what I would do is just spray everything pink right now.
Yeah.
No, because you want lace in the pink.
No, we're gonna lace this after.
Over the pink though.
I don't know. I guess so. You're thinking 2 steps ahead.
Steve. Steve Scanlon. We're ready for you here.
So, you need your green in your...
Okay, well.
I think he's ready to spray color.
Okay, so we're gonna go pink first, and then we spray the pink, and then we mask it off. Is that how it's done?
Yeah.
Okay.
We just asked Mike which color he wants you to do.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Might not matter.
Yeah. Okay, Mike. Now I forgot what you told me, but JF said we're doing pink. You can just spray the pink first and then mask after. Or not?
Yeah, but go to your very outer of where you're putting your graphics right now. So you're gonna mask, basically.
Okay. So we'll just mask along this line.
Remember, this is going, now we're doing this lace, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna figure out this later.
Yeah.
So from here down.
Mask and all the way around.
Yeah. From here.
All the way around.
Here.
Yeah. And then.
Here we should add one more line.
Okay.
Because this is gonna look funny, all we're gonna have is one line here, so add one more, kind of maybe, your 1/8 inch, but maybe swoop it down or something, give it that look, on each side.
Okay.
On each side.
Okay.
And just leave exposed what you want.
Magenta, and I'll get your magenta.
Okay.
I want to call it pink, but...
Is this the 10% concentration, Steve? Yeah. Okay, good.
First time using the gun too?
No, I've used the gun before. I am, but I don't want the tips all gold here. Let's tie my hair back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hairline?
Hose me, he says. Hose me. Okay, he's gonna do his spray out.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just try a lower area. There's my tack cloth.
Yeah.
You want a tack cloth, Mike? We gotta bump up the concentration. Give it a good bump up.
Okay, let's go watch Mike pump up the volume.
Double?
We're gonna do the Betty Crocker method on this.
What's the Betty Crocker method?
JF.
That's JF, where,
It's like Brill cream.
you know the term of mixing ratio?
No.
Mixing ratio is on the instructions. It
How
says,
many parts of each?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
JF uses the Betty Crocker, just ask him.
The good old grandma secret.
Yes.
That's 20%.
Okay.
I noted it's shaken, not stirred.
Just like Bond would it.
Better?
That looks better.
Just
My
like
name is Steve. Steve.
Yes, yeah.
blow them and look at the way.
Now what's important here is, it's like shooting a rifle. You want to be comfortable. So if I'm shooting and I'm like this, I have less of a chance of being comfortable and I'm going back up. So you're going to probably proceed till you achieve what you want. So just keep feathering and see how good. It's better putting loads.
That's right. Yeah.
And heavily.
This is the foamy part of it. First you lube her up, then you blow me. Can't wait for the paint.
You're a real artist.
Hey, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Oh yes. Hey, the SATA gun, anybody can look as good as me. Oh yeah. See how every coat it just starts to, oh yeah, it's gonna look sick.
That looks really good. It's starting to all pull together.
Starting to opalesce.
Yeah.
That's a cool color.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need some of that when we're done.
What?
I'm gonna need some of that.
You get nothing. You can't copy DJ.
Totally good problem.
It's a pretty cool color. Oh.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that's okay. It's my helmet. The flaws just make it more valuable.
That is true.
I like that color. Something like yours. Yours is more orange, eh?
I'm gonna use that on top of the orange.
That won't be enough for you, Jay. Okay, I'm gonna give it one more coat, Jay. Give me a couple minutes. One more coat.
Man, that's looking awesome.
Like the more coats you give it, the greener it goes. Eh?
Yeah.
Hey, it's starting to get from gold to green now. Yes, go ahead, JF. Take my ideas and run with it.
Yeah, no, I think we're good. Oh, you're good? I think so. We'll give it a bit of.
Holy. How long did that take you to mask off, JF? JF, by the time you get the fourth coat, man, it is gleaming.
I'm only going to do 2 quotes.
Oh, yeah? Because it goes from, every coat, it goes from golder to greener.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like, I mean, after 4 coats, it's green. It ain't
Yeah,
golden.
I like it green.
I know.
Okay, so the next thing
I'm putting one more coat.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful.
It's good for everything.
Starts gold and it goes green.
To be honest with you, unless you got some edges, I would leave it at that. Because
Okay.
the big thing is 3 coats versus 2 coats as
Yeah.
far as when we mask this now.
Yeah.
What I want you to do is remember how we cut the 16? The transparent regulator tape? I don't want you bending that tape. Because bending the tape puts tension on the fresh base and it brings it out.
Okay, so
What you're going to do is you're going to just take the tape. You're going to go that and cut it with a razor blade.
Okay, so we're gonna let this dry for half an hour.
Yeah.
Okay, we're done here for a while. Okay.